This is the story of a small-town murder that shocked Texas. A loving husband found shot in his own home, a wife who claimed to have no idea what happened, and a police investigation that uncovered something far stranger than a simple burglary. Today, we are talking about the murder of Keith Gentry and the woman convicted of killing him, his wife, Darlene Gentry. Was she a cold-blooded killer or a woman wrongfully accused? Let's start from the beginning. It was early morning, November 9th, 2005, in Robinson, Texas. Around 6 a.m., Darlene Gentry called 911. She told the operator her husband Keith had been shot. She said she woke up, found the back door open, the gun cabinet empty, and her husband bleeding in their bedroom. Police and paramedics arrived quickly. Keith was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. He died later that day from a gunshot wound to the head. At first, it looked like a home invasion, until investigators looked closer. When police examined the house, they noticed something strange. The back door wasn't damaged. No signs of forced entry. The gun cabinet was open, but it looked like it had been unlocked with a key. Outside the house, several guns were found lying in the yard, but one was missing. A .22 caliber revolver. Investigators began to wonder, if this was a burglary, why would the thief take only one gun and leave the others outside? Darlene said she had no idea what happened, but detectives weren't convinced. They decided to search the home again. During the search, police found something in the kitchen trash, a pair of latex gloves. Inside one of the gloves was a spent bullet casing, the same kind used in the missing .22 revolver. When they tested the gloves, they found DNA from both Darlene and Keith Gentry. To investigators, this was a major red flag. It looked like someone had worn the gloves to shoot Keith, then tried to throw them away. 3 weeks later, Darlene Gentry was arrested for the murder of her husband. She was released on bond while she waited for trial. But then something unexpected happened. Darlene started looking for a new property, a piece of land owned by a man named Robert Pavelka. The land had a pond on it, and at first, Darlene seemed excited about it. She said her husband always wanted a pond where their boys could fish. But soon after, she told Pavelka she didn't want the pond anymore. She wanted it filled in. That sudden change made Pavelka suspicious. He told the police, and they decided to have a closer look. Police and Texas Rangers searched the pond with the dive team. What they found shocked everyone. At the bottom of the pond was a .22 caliber revolver. It was the same type of gun missing from the Gentry home, the same type used in Keith's murder. Investigators wanted proof that Darlene knew about the gun, so they came up with a plan. They asked Pavelka to call Darlene and tell her he was getting ready to drain the pond. The next day, they set up hidden cameras around the property. Not long after, Darlene showed up wearing rubber boots. She walked straight into the pond and began poking the water with a long stick, right in the spot where police had found the gun. The video of her doing that would become the most powerful piece of evidence in the trial. At trial, prosecutors said the motive was simple: money. They believed Darlene wanted to collect on her husband's life insurance and start a new life. The state showed the jury the gloves in the trash with the shell casing, the gun found in the pond, the video of Darlene wading into the water. The defense argued that she was innocent, that she didn't get a fair trial, and that the evidence was misunderstood. They said she went into the pond only because she heard rumors that the murder weapon was dumped there. But the jury didn't buy it. In February 2007, Darlene Gentry was found guilty of murder and sentenced to 60 years in prison. Over the years, Darlene has continued to fight her conviction. Her lawyers argued that police used false and misleading testimony, that evidence was mishandled, and that another person, possibly a family friend, might have been involved. But the courts have rejected all of her appeals. As of today, she is serving her 60-year sentence at the Patrick L. O'Donnell Unit in Texas. Her earliest chance of parole is in 2037. So what really happened that morning in 2005? Was this a carefully planned murder, or did Darlene Gentry become the easy suspect in a confusing crime scene? The truth may never be fully known, but one thing is clear. The video, the gloves, and the story of the pond turned this Coed, Texas case into one of the most talked about true crime stories in the state. If you found this story interesting, please give this video a like and subscribe for more real-life stories just like this. What do you think? Was justice served, or was there more to the story? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on StoryTime Therapy.